BrewCraft server, and I'm over at Will's place because, I don't know, I just came over here because it's a nice place, it looks really cool, and he's got some stuff. I've been hanging out doing auto fishing to get mending books, but now that's not necessary because over here at Zach's place, this is Will's place, that's Zach's place, I believe, he's got a villager that sells mending books, so it's glorious. I've got mending. Ah, it's beautiful. I haven't got mending on one of these picks. This is my earth render, and I probably won't because I plan to upgrade, or make a new Kleenex, the 4th, or whatever I'll call it, and make that mending, which will be diamond, and then I'll just use my Kleenex and triplicator, and I won't really need to have one that's... So this is like the Fortune one, the Silk Touch one. I don't really need another one, and it's just extra inventory space. It's sad because I like earth renders, but I can just upgrade both of those. So that's amazing. Whew. And yeah, mending books, they're easy to come by. It's like 20 emeralds each one, and again, I've got villager trading happening at the Salmon Shrine, so it's not too hard to come by. It's just beautiful, the elytras, and everything is amazing. So I'm going to try and take off here. Probably out. Ooh. Yep. Nope. Nope. Keep going. Keep it up. Yeah, so just around here, I'm going to be careful I don't accidentally shoot the villagers from the sky while I'm doing this. And... what the heck is going on with the lag? Okay, never mind. Alright, so I think I might be stable. Kind of. No. It's been a bit awkward. But floating in the sky, you'll see an object ahead of you in the distance. And I'm going to try and fly underneath and have a nice close look at these wonderful twin panels supported by 4 sets of anti-gravity engines floating in the glorious blue, or black as the case is because it's night. And the Skyworm parked majestically in the center. Isn't it great? It'd be great if my Skybound was working effectively. But I've got to say, for building things in the sky, elytra are just beautiful. Before, you know, you accidentally fall off and bam, you might die, or if you're over water you won't, but whatever. You got to pick yourself up, carry yourself, find whatever elevator system you're using, get all the way back up there, and now it's just like, boom, do a lap, loop around, go back, come, boom, zooming straight back. It's beautiful. Although, yeah, the lag is a bit bad at the moment. It's kind of hard to work with. But, so I should talk about this project, because this was all a Poffy's idea that kind of inspired me. Well, that we're working on. He suggested he wanted to build a floating city in the sky, inspired by, I think, was it Columbia in BioShock Infinite, which I have not played, but I have watched. And so that was his idea, and he thought, anyone want to help me with that idea? I think it would be cool. So I said, yeah, and I thought that's what actually made me want to do the Skyworm, because I was like, I had this idea of maybe doing it, but then I thought, floating city in the sky with a flying train in the sky, that sounds pretty cool. And we can have the Skyworm park in the middle. So there's a lot of bad things around me, and not too many good things. But so I've started work on that. So this is like the Skyworm station. It's probably going to have the central plaza, and I would actually like to show it instead of just battling about in the water. Maybe I do need a better launcher system as well as a backup for when the Skybounders aren't working. So as for the means of getting up there, I mean, we were originally, of course, planning this before elytra were invented. So it was like, we had other means. I was going to put an aerovator, like the one you might have seen before at the flying farm, so we can, like, that'll launch you up in the air. But it's pretty slow, but there's no connection, so the city is still floating all on its own. But the other thing we can do now, of course, is maybe one of those cow launchers, or I think there's another design that uses boats that allows you to launch yourself with your elytra up in the air. So that could come in handy. And nether portals perhaps up there. But at the moment with elytra, it's just elytra everywhere. Or at least it normally is, but the stupid lag is working. There we go. Come on. I want to show the people the place. Come on! I closed some tabs that I had open on my browser, and I think they were being stupid. Possibly. So yes, up here it's very boring and flat, except for these cool fountains, which have fancy lighting in between them, which actually is the anti-gravity engines. Yeah, so I haven't done really much. I've got some nice bridges. I do like bridges. I'm a bit of a connoisseur when it comes to bridges. Going from one section to the other. I've built an auto docker on that side, but I still need to build one on this side, and I might try working on a different design, because this thing is kind of ends up being just an ugly lump of stone, because I was just like, oh, just make it nice and smooth, kind of make it minimalistic, but it's just like, bleh. So I might try doing some different style of builds. Don't worry about making it so small and skinning, it's as small as possible, and just make it look fancy instead. So I might have a go with that fairly soon. I haven't actually tested out to see that it works, but I think it should. I've got the lighting along the side, which stops mobs from being able to spawn on here at all, which is good. Some other issues I was having with the Skyworm, well, the ghost blocks we were noticing last episode that just made big bridges everywhere it went, kind of like a trail. I discovered that as long as you're jumping constantly, you don't get booted for the server thinks you're flying. So that's pretty good. It's still a bit awkward. I seem to have lost some more donkeys though, they've fallen out. Only Pinocchio is left. Except, he seems to be like, he's been there, like, the other two that were left fell out like pretty much straight away, and he's just been here all the time, so I don't know, maybe there's something super special about him, or his particular position. I don't know, it's glorious. But yeah. I don't know how long it'll last if I move it. And yeah, once again, if you fall out of the sky, just whoops. Oh, never mind. I'm back up again. Yeah, so regarding donkeys, I hope he doesn't fall out. Also, at some point, might want to test out modifying it to accommodate minecart chests. Because if I can do that, it's possible that they are now viable in this snapshot, or this version. It's not a snapshot, it's a version. So I want to try that, and if it is viable, then that would be glorious. I wouldn't need to have so many of these. It's probably still good to have some to ride on, although I think I might have got booted off that or something as well. Could get a bit awkward. But possibly minecarts for that as well, and you could really alter the design of that. I don't know how I'd work on the whole thing. I think I'd want to keep the same size, just because this is the way that it fits with the size of all the stations I've got. But I would like to experiment with that. It would be nice. But at the moment, I don't really care about the Skyworm because I just fly everywhere I want to fly. I mean, it's good because this is really a freight train. It can carry a lot of things. And if you put proper storage on it, it would carry a lot of things. And that would be good. But it is very slow. So yes, the project up here, I haven't, well, I, again, built these platforms. And I don't really know what I want to do with them. Probably turn them to like sort of a central plaza, maybe add some nice gardens, a few small buildings. I've got the anti-gravity engines are only the light variety, so they're good for carrying things like this where it's mostly just a platform with maybe a few small structures. But for some of the other platforms with big structures, I've got a larger design of anti-grav engine, which I want to use. But I'm not quite sure where those go, and I do want to consult Apophie, considering this whole city was his idea, and I don't want to just go ahead and build it for him. And he did say he was interested in coming back on the server and doing some playing fairly soon. And obviously, handy tree farm. I needed a bigger one for the big ones, but this comes in handy. And yeah, I was using the cobblestone generator a little bit. I've used up all the cobblestone so far that I had from the Guardian farm, and some of it from my slime farm as well. But yeah, so one thing I'm going to have, I guess, as far as the city goes, I mean, we want to have start with a commercial sort of platform district, so things like shops and public sort of buildings, probably one for residential where it's houses. I've got a really cool idea for a house I want to build. This is really, really cool. But another important thing we want to do is an industrial district where we'd have some of the farms and things. Really vital, we're going to need a stone machine, because again, I've used a lot of stone already, but it's getting more tedious to go back and forth to get stone from big excavations I've done, and you know, they are going to run out eventually. I mean, with the Elytra it's not too bad. Like, I remember back last time I was building a city in the sky, that was a different sort of theme, because here we're going more steampunky, that was more fantasy, medieval. But yeah, again, you might have massive vaults, loads of cobblestone somewhere in your world. You can see the Guardian farm just down there, that's how close it is. You might have massive vaults of cobblestone, but going back and forth to get it, it's easy to just mine it up here. Although, again, Elytra makes that easier, and it's not quite so bad, but all the same, that's going to run out. So another thing, what I want to experiment with, I'll probably do some planning for that this episode is going back to spawn, and I want to build an iron farm, I think, because we have an iron farm, but it's not in the spawn chunks, and it's rather pathetic. You have to AFK there. So I want to try... I think I'm just going to build like just a one village thing, and I've got an interesting new design for that. It's a little bit different, which means I should be able to bury it fairly minimalistically, because spawn chunks are fairly crowded with, you know, the spawn village. So I want to build down there, probably underground, away from all the doors. I want to plot out, need to find out the spawn chunks, and if I can set up one of those systems that spits items constantly through a nether portal, like every, I think it's 10 seconds, and that should keep the spawn chunk processing entities, that means that it should run 24/7 regardless of whether anyone's online. I will have to check, because we are using Bucket on this server, and I know that some server mods like that might cause that to not work. So I will have to do some tests, but that's where I'm going for so far. So I think right now we need to go to spawn. I'll probably load up my second camera account, NoxCam, and we'll use that to sort of survey the underground and spawn chunks and stuff. But first let's fly over there because it's fun. Whee! Come on, faster, faster, faster! Never satisfied, are we? We finally get this thing that allows us to travel awesomely and amazingly fast, and we just want to be faster. Load, chunks, load! No, really, I really like this area. I'd like to build something here sometime, maybe, but I don't really have any cool ideas. And so there's the mountains, and this used to be, you know, this is about 1,000 blocks away from spawn. It used to be a pretty impressive hike. That's a really nice flower foresty island too. And then we've got these mountains, and then you've got just over here is like the PvP arena, and then we're at the mini games area, and there's the sky dock, and just over here is spawn. It's just so amazing to be able to cover that so quickly and easily, just through the sky, so beautifully and gracefully. Let's land on top of this tree. Alright, so here we have NoxCam, my handy little drone, and here we are at spawn. And we want to find, first of all, where true spawn is, the actual spawn point, and I believe it is in this hole here, because that's where you spawn every time you die. So it's round about the middle of this. What chunk are we in? We're in 6, so kind of the border between 6 and 7 on the X. Where I'm looking at is these numbers here, and 15, there, chunk 15. Oh, that's the Death Games building going again. That ding. So yeah. And there's a bunch of stuff underground. So we want to look for a spot that's within a few blocks of that. We could do the maths, but I might just find something and test it and works. So the fairly standard design to do for single village iron farms is we have kind of the big ring of doors all around, and you need to put lighting above each of those, which is actually what I did on Cosmos Season 1. I had end up having 2 of those buried in the ground, so I did do that. But what I want to do here, because I don't want to have that space and then have a space where people can't build above, I want to make it fairly small, and I found a design where pretty much you just have 2 fairly short bits of glass or other transparent blocks in the ground and a space between them. So I want to find a space where that could fit comfortably without obstructing anything really. The best spot might be somewhere around over here. It's between the Salmon Shrine and the Cactus Farm. So yeah, somewhere in this general vicinity, around here, maybe there. Tuck it in nicely. I mean, all you'll be able to see is a few small bits of glass, so I can put something around them. I don't know if I want to build a bit further back, so in case anyone ever does want to build like a house in here, maybe. But I think first I need to do some tests and make sure the spawn chunks are operating like normal. I think the tricky part though is, the main thing is the offline thing and with the dispenser, and that'll involve probably chickens. Yes. And I'm trying to remember what I know about it potentially not working, but I don't really. So the first thing I want to do is just check that spawn chunks work like they normally would, which means if I throw a bunch of items on the ground here and leave the spawn chunks for over 5 minutes, they'll despawn. So I just want to go maybe just around here. I think that should be in range. I think the chunk is, what is it, 12? Chuck a bunch over here as well. So there's a pile here, there's a pile here, and what was 12? Yeah, there's a 12, 10, and maybe I'll just go one more out just to check that these ones here won't have despawned because they're outside the border. 8. Alright, so I'm going to just tootle off into the distance. And I'll come back in 5 minutes and check on those items. Don't mind me, just checking out wire level 2000. Pretty nice up here. Look at the clouds way down below. Whee! That's the thing, there's no elytra sounds in this because we're still on 1.9. It's kind of sad, but oh well. Oh, cool. Where the heck am I? Alrighty. So, we chucked some items. Where did we chuck them? There's a bunch here, and a bunch here, I think. And then a bunch, like, further away or something. Right? Yeah. I'm not seeing any, even the ones further away. So, I guess that means the whole area is safe to build, in terms of it being in the spawn chunks. Now, the thing that's probably not safe is the fact that chunks process entities after, well, they do well, I'm in the overworld, but they won't if I go to the nether for 5 minutes. And that's why I need to set up the thing that spits items, assuming that does work in this bucket version that we're using. So I guess that's the thing I need to test. I guess, first of all, maybe let's confirm that they will despawn if I'm in the nether. Yeah, why not? Sounds good. So let's chuck a bunch of items here, and let's make a bit more of a note of where they are. So, but yeah, they were in this area here, I'm sure. So just here, next to the torch, by the cactus farm. And that's only one stack. Become separated, you lot. Alright, so we're going to the nether to kill some time. Where's the nether portals? Over that way. I may well regret this. Probably should have at least brought fire-resistant potions. It would really suck if I had like a game crash and I had to drop out of the sky. There he is. Oh, come on! How hard is it to hit a flipping giant flying fire demon? Try not to accidentally shoot a pigman below. Really? I mean, I could just shoot him, but that's less fun. Okay, I immediately regret all the life choices that led me up to this moment. All of them. Okay. Mending books are easy to recover. I just need to get myself a new elytra. In retrospect, I probably should have at least stashed some of my more valuable items before doing that stunt. Yes, this is taking a turn for a different turn from what I was planning to do. Right. What do we need to attack the end? We're gonna need a bucket of water. I might bring some pumpkins. We're also gonna have to fight shulkers. Right. How do I get back home from here when I can't fly? There's a portal over on that island there. Yes. Elytra is necessary. Well, that's just brilliant. Please don't make me walk anywhere ever again. It's so slow. I just realised something else dreadful. I lost my workbenches. I had 4 workbenches on me, and now I... Ooh, man block. Now I don't. Okay, there's nothing powering that. I think I may know something about what that might be about. But yes, workbenches are terrible. And as you all know... Oh, well, you may not all know, but as you may all not recall, I have... Nether portal was in my face. I've not got any achievements. I've not made a... Actually, that's not true. I've checked my inventory. Oh, I hadn't gotten wood, obviously. I've chopped lots of trees. But I've not made a workbench ever on this entire map, and I plan to keep it that way for a reasonable amount of time until a humorous occasion on which to start. So suddenly make it in front of when there are other people around happens. Like it's not an indefinite goal. I just... Originally the plan was to be, I've been playing on here for like ages and something, oh yeah, just make a workbench. And considering the fact that not many people are active at the moment, that's not going to happen for a while. And I kind of like this, you know, it's kind of like a fun challenge to, you know, survive in the world without making workbenches. So, yeah, I'm happy to keep doing that for a while, but it means I have to go and rob other people of their... Ooh, I don't need this one anymore. I do need an axe. Alright, to the end! And I've got a bow but no arrows. That's really stupid. I shall make arrows. That is the biggest shame of all of Minecraft. And because it's infinity, I only need the one. And then I'm going to break the silly thing again. But I need to get an elytra. And I need to remember to get the dragon head this time. Last time I forgot to get the dragon head off the boat. Whoa! Alright, I'm going to put this on. And it doesn't allow me to see very well. But it allows me to live very well. Alright, so I'll take it. One thing I'm curious about is because they have the bedrock around the Enderman portal boobs, these things. That means you can't walk into them, you have to throw an ender pearl through, is the logic. But using... These guys are loud. Using that trick with the elytra, you can actually crawl through and unlock higher things, as we know, which is amazing. Yeah. And I wonder if they've set this up so that you don't have to throw an ender pearl into it to make it do anything. I don't know if the direction you throw it also matters. Like, they suggested that maybe it would, but I don't think it does. But I think last time, I don't know, it doesn't really matter. I don't need to go to the same place I went last time. In fact, I want to go to a different place. And I think this is the same anyway. Yes, it looks the same. And I've already got the coordinates taken down of this. So I think the end stronghold I found last time was over there. In that direction. And I might go revisit to see if I can find the dragon head from the ship. And I know Will's been and gotten an elytra before. But I don't know if anyone else has, so there should be plenty to go around. And I think we are going to, or possibly have set up a thing that makes it so you can get one from killing the dragon, but at the moment I don't think that's necessary because we can just go find a thing. Anyway, I was saying about the portal maneuvers, whether if you touch them physically with yourself, they would work, or whether they just don't work. Yes, it looks like someone's been across here, probably Will. Man, this is slow going. Slow going.
I was not glad to do that in this episode. Or, hopefully ever again. But, yeah, I don't really know where to go. I love my coordinates, I should pay attention to that, because I know the general layout of the island is kind of like a ring. That way, I need to know where I sort of head. I still don't I'm pretty lucky last time to find the end city as quickly as I did.
You one off in the distance. I don't know whether it's or. Oh, I'm pretty sure that's the one I found last time. Yeah, because I built a tower out the front with torches on it, so that it would mark off. So anyone from a distance could easily see this one is taken already. Don't bother coming here. But I might go up there, see if the dragon head's on the ship, and then take that. Alright, from the brief test I did, I think the shields aren't effective against shulkers. I tried looking on the wiki and it didn't actually tell me in either the shield or the shulker page, which is really, really stupid. It ought to. That's what the wiki's for, after all. Now comes a bit where I want to be shot. Luckily, in this particular city, there aren't very many shulkers left, because I killed a lot of them last time. But, yeah, I might have to pillar up. Also, the shield does have a little bit of delay on it, so it might have just been lag and I didn't actually catch it. Nope. Yeah, that was definitely just didn't affect. Alright. Would be more than helpful, Shulky. That's the thing, the Shulkers are non-renewable, as it were. They exist. They spawn in when the world's generated, and no new ones can spawn in any way, so I feel a bit bad about killing them, because they might actually, well, I'm pretty sure there are actually some cool uses for them that you could do with their abilities. And you can catch them in a minecart and relocate them. Alright, buddy. I want you to decorate my house. And possibly my head for the moment. I really want your wings as well. Okay. So now I need to just keep looking. Oh, if I were an end city, end city, end city. Oh, if I were an end city, where would I be?
I've got to be somewhere, other than that one which I came from. I know there must be at least one, because Will has wings. But how could we want another additional other one? I feel like I can probably enter build, but actually no, I'm not so sure. Also, I don't want to risk it, because if I seem to be in the engine fall down my doom, that would be the way to go. Right, I'm just going to go cross flowers. From a distance, they look like even more distant end cities. Kind of. Make sure we don't accidentally look at one of these deuces, because that'd be sad.
I've come to the conclusion that I got very lucky last time by finding that end city so soon, and one that had not already been looted. Like, that's just insane. I've been looking for quite a while, not like ages and ages and ages, but a long time. And all the terrain is very boring. I just gotta say, it's just all the same. I feel like they could have done a little bit more variety in the terrain here, but I don't know. Maybe that wasn't exactly the point. But yeah, I've not seen another one yet. I don't really know where I am either. Here we go. This is what I'm talking about. Let's just hope it's not the one that Will raided, because that would suck. But it looks untouched, like I haven't seen any signs of human interaction for a while. Let's get some blocks that I can use. And I don't know about the shield, whether it is actually useful at all. Oh, hi guys. Let's just try and avoid them for the most part. Because, as we said, they're kind of precious. They're an endangered species. They're not breeding anymore. They're like Ents. They have no more women or something. They lost all their wives. And now they're just last remnants that live. Who designed these stairs, anyway? Okay, you can die. Actually, no. Yeah, no. I need you to die. They don't drop anything useful either. That's the problem. They need to have something useful about them. And can I go down, please, now? Thank you. Is there actually a ship here? That's one thing I'm not sure about. Is there always an end ship? And I'm about to fall. Well, I don't see one, so it might be a pretty good indication that there isn't. Which really, really stinks if that is the case. But at least I have to try and find some good loot. I want an end ship! Yeah, maybe that thing that makes the dragon drop elytras is a good thing after all. I think the plan is to add it. I'm not sure if we have added it already. I don't want to go fight the dragon just in case that's not the case. Can I end a pearl up there? I want to try. I may regret this. I regret this. This day has not gone according to plan. Alright, where's that screenshot? Oh, I've got this network of tunnels here to access, but I need my elytra to crawl through them, right? And the ender chest is down there. So, I mean, I can obviously just break a block. But I'm beginning to think that wasn't the smartest of ideas. Yonk. Okay, maybe fixing this lift would be a good idea to do soon. Come on. Up you go. Up you go, you stupid. Yeah, I know. Gold armor. Whatever. Don't judge me. That's the city that Will found. Judging by the fact that I found a bunch of bridges and stuff leading to it and it's clearly been raided. So we're looking for... I want to go back to the one I was at. I don't know. Do they always spawn with the ship? I didn't see one. But I could just be stupidly blind. So I need to go another about 2,000 blocks in either of those directions. But I do want to get my stuff back. And I think I'll make that first priority. I haven't got to the one I found, but I found this other one on the way. So, and there is an end ship I've seen, so that's good. I will go and conquer it, get the thing. That's the plan. And I probably won't be able to use my elytra too much on the way to get the other place, because I don't have a proper bow. The one I have, well, it doesn't have infinity, but more importantly, it's got power 5, so I will kill myself very quickly if I try flying with it. Take me to your leader. I could try ender pearling across there, but we know what happened last time I tried ender pearling anyway. Can I come down now? Please? Ow. Wait. No, it's down here. For a minute there I thought there was no elytra. You scared me. Ah, thank you for providing my needs. Oh. And I'll take these too. These are better than the ones I have. In fact, they've already got everything I want on a pair of pants. Wow. And they're better than the ones I had before, which were only iron. And these, I'll need to still get the other thing. And I'll swap those out. Thank you for your gold. The other thing, what's the other thing I'm thinking of? Feather Falling and Depth Strider. But that's a good start. Alright, now let's not forget the dragon head this time, then go pick up my other gear. And that way. I really am resisting the urge to just fly over there. Because there's no really islands immediately close. But I'm fairly confident that I will regret it. And I don't know, it's probably worthwhile checking here and seeing what other loots there is available. Alright, where was the spot I died at? That's what I need to figure out now. And I wish it wouldn't do that blocky lag thing. I came up here and was up there. I was trying to ender pearl across to another tower. Oh, there it is. You know what? I'm just going to ender pearl across to here. And we should be able to get it all back. Oops. There we go. And now, I have too much stuff in my inventory. Don't know what to do with it all. I think that's everything of import. Now, how long is this thing going to last? Remember, it lasts a lot less because it doesn't have unbreaking on it. And I don't have mending yet. Oops, I wanted to eat fish, not fishy. Alright, so we need to head... There we came, funnily enough. I don't need any of that stuff. It's not that important. Alright. Ouch. Alright. I do need to keep an eye on the durability on these. This is very nerve-wracking, says the guy who was previously just flying above lava without a care in the world. Ah, yeah, that's the one where I got these from. Let's try and stay above the endstone, just in case, you know, the game crashes or something. Because if you relog, you rejoin the game falling, not flying. Which I had sometimes when I had some crashes in the game for some reason. But luckily those times I was flying above ocean, so it didn't matter. This time I'm flying above void, and it matters very, very much. But no, really, this is the way to travel. Preferably not so close to all the big tall things that could obstruct me. Preferably a bit higher, just in case. I can't, for some reason my shooting fails, and I need enough height to get across there, and even if I don't. Okay, I'm flying blind now. I maybe shouldn't have done that. I don't know, do I want to just fly back to the mainland? I think I must be not far from where the portal is. My goodness, that was way quicker. There it is. There's the portal. Yeah. Whew. Wow, that was just amazingly faster. That is beautiful. Thank you, Elytra. I guess it has made me reappreciate them instead of earlier this episode I was going, oh, fine, taking too long to get places. But now I reappreciate the beauty. Ow! What the hell, man? Seriously, what is your problem, dude? Ah, that was scary. I need to stop a small amount of durability from it too. My goodness, Elytra. Where would we be without them? Well, we've just seen where we'd be without them. Okay, I want to try. Like I said, I want to see what happens if I touch the portal myself. As long as you get in where all the blocks all around near you are solid blocks above you, it's not a problem, because you don't try and get ejected out, but I just kind of sped too quickly in from where I was. That's why it's better with transparent blocks above you. Alright. Let's try that again. Nope. I'm glitched in. Alright. Oh, it does work. Fancy that. That's cool. You could probably also do something with minecarts or boats. Does it transport other entities, I wonder? It doesn't appear to. But maybe it just needs to get a bit closer. But it appears not to. What about items? No. Okay. That's how it works. Where's the exit? That was a fun experiment anyway. And I'm still alive. And I guess I didn't. Oh, you people. Don't want to watch the credits. Although maybe we need credits, because this is probably going to be the end of the episode. I didn't end up achieving much. Anything. Other than backsetting myself a long way, and now kind of caught up. Oh, I can swap those out for those now. But I think I've got enough footage there to make it a humorous ride, and I'm going to continue to probably work on the iron farm idea off camera, and we'll be able to see it working next episode. So thanks for watching that stupidity. Oh dear, that was hilarious, and also aggravating. But again, it was my own stupid fault for doing stupid things, and it was fun. So I do not apologize. I need to get Ella back. My fish. I have to break in there. Although, I can actually elytra trick in there, except I can't get into the secret vault. Anyway, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time, hopefully actually making some more progress in the world. Bye! Row, row, row your boat gently out of the sky. Merrily, 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 merrily. I should have thought that up previously. Die, fly, high, bye. Why? Nigh. Fly.